Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for today. We're going to see what you need to know right now. This could be past, present, or future for you. So just take it how it resonates. You can also be a cross watcher. All right. Now, with that being said, let's see, Sagittarius. What is going on with you right now? What does Sagittarius need to know from Spirit? All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. All right, so there's something here that you're starting to see clearly. Okay, you're coming out of some sort of confusion. Your eyes aren't bound to something anymore. All right, the World in reverse. Something's not closed out. There's no closure. Something is unfair. There's an injustice here. Something is not balanced, okay? There's no justice. And something is blocked. Something is backfiring. The Eight of Swords at the bottom, trapped, imprisonment. Okay, let's see what this is. It kind of looks like there's an injustice here that's definitely being seen clearly. Why is the Two of Swords reversed here for Sag? It has to do with an Emperor in the reverse that's manipulative. So this could be a leader, a boss, like a masculine energy. Okay, it could be a father figure. This person is cruel. They're controlling, they're power hungry, they rule by fear, okay? They want to win at all costs, they don't care who they hurt, they're very self-centered, okay? They have a big ego. So it looks like you're seeing this person clearly, okay? The World in reverse, or you're not in a confusion anymore. It's kind of like the blindfold has been ripped off, all right? The World in reverse. The Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a fight here. There's an argument. There's conflict with a King of Pentacles. Okay, why is Justice in reverse here? The Five of Pentacles. And the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, something here is corrupt. Something is illegal, corrupt, it's unfair, it's unjust, it's not right. When it comes to some sort of poverty, being left out in the cold, being abandoned, there's no help. All right. What's the Eight of Wands reverse? The Eight of Cups. Okay, so you could be thinking about walking away from something. This has to do with the past, or maybe somewhere where you've been a long time. But the Knight of Swords in reverse is like some sort of lies or some sort of verbal attack. Somebody being mean with their words. All right, Judgment. Okay, so you could be in a situation right now where you're being asked to like answer the call. All right. Tell me more about what Sagittarius sees clearly here. Two of Swords reverse. The Devil in reverse. It's like you don't want to be attached to the devil anymore, or you don't want to partake in someone's cruel nature. You don't want to be involved in some sort of toxicity here with this Emperor in the reverse. The Empress in reverse. Yeah, it kind of feels like you're getting tired of somebody's pushy nature. They're very controlling. They're overbearing. Okay, what is this about here for Sagittarius? An official person. Despair in reverse. Yeah, it's like I feel like you're starting to see someone here, and I feel like this official person is the Emperor. So they could be like a boss or someone that is like a manager or someone that you work for. I feel like you're under this person, all right? And you're starting to realize that this person, they really don't care. Like they don't have any kind of emotions. Like this could be a boss that's very narcissistic, or they're just very ego driven. Like they don't care about anyone. They don't really have a conscience, okay? So why is that so important for Sagittarius here? The Queen of Swords in reverse, because someone here is just like, is just mean, or they're cruel, or they're narcissistic, or they're just mean with their words. They're insulting. They're controlling. They're judgmental. They're critical. Okay? They're lying, gaslighting, manipulating. Strength, yeah, they want power, okay? This is someone that has a lot of pride. There's two people here, though. An Empress in reverse, a Queen of Swords in reverse, and an Emperor in the reverse. So it's like you're dealing with two people here that are very controlling. They could be trying to like, it's giving me a bit of like intimidation, or they want to make you feel smaller than them, or like they have power over you. Like they're trying to back you in a corner a little bit, okay? The Ten of Wands, yeah, it's like you could feel like they're making something really hard for you. Yeah, they're making something really hard for you, or it's like you're starting to crack under the pressure, like something feels like a lot. Okay, what is that for Sagittarius? Yeah, somebody is being a liar. They're being manipulative. They're being maybe even criminal, okay? They're just being a mean, manipulative, lying person, all right? That's trying to make your life really hard. And you want to know what this feels like? It's kind of like when you get on, okay, so I'm not a psychologist. I can't diagnose anyone, okay? This is not a diagnosis. This is just the energy, but it feels like when you get on a narcissist's bad side and then they unleash their wrath on you, and then all of a sudden you see who they truly are, and it's not pretty, okay? And it kind of feels like now you see who someone really is, all right? And maybe you didn't see that before. I don't know. Let's see. World in reverse. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, you might feel like you have to defend yourself, or you have to stand up for yourself, all right? The Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands in reverse. This is like someone telling you they're going to ruin your reputation. They're going to ruin, you know, everything that you've built, everything you've worked for. They're going to come for... This is even like making you feel bad about who you are, like being very degrading. Like attacking you by degrading you, making you feel like you're worthless, telling you you're not, like, who do you think you are? You know, like trying to humiliate you. Like they want to humiliate you. They want to degrade you. They want to knock you down. They want to make you feel like you're powerless, like they're above you, okay? They want to criticize you and degrade you, humiliate you in a way. Why? Why? Over a partnership, a commitment, completion. They want you to complete something. but you want to focus on yourself. You want to focus on yourself and your self-worth and your self-appreciation. Or you might be noticing that these people or this person, they only appreciated you or made you feel like you're worth something if you are doing what they want you to do. Like, they only made you feel like you're worthy enough when you do their work or when you do what they want you to do. And something about you not completing something or doing something, or maybe you're doing something alone and you're not doing it fast enough, or I don't know what this is. Okay, hold on. What's this about? A gift. Giving something over, handing something over, giving you, I don't know if they gave you an opportunity, or what is this about for Sagittarius here? A gift. The Page of Swords. The Page of Cups, some sort of messages or communication or some sort of good news. Or maybe something about being a child, okay? The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone that you work for. I feel like this is someone that wants you to do something for them, but you're younger than them. It feels like you're younger than this person. And it feels like they're trying to pressure you into doing something here, and giving to them, doing something for them. And it's the Eight of Swords in reverse make me feel like they're trying to say this to you in a way where it feels like pressure. It feels like they want to be the one that says you're only going to come out of your hands being tied, or you're only going to come out of this being backed in a corner if you do as we say. Yeah, this feels very controlling. What is this about? It's about a new phase, rekindling something, transforming something, changing your mind, becoming the phoenix rising. They want something to transform. They want something to change. Okay. The Chaser, fear of abandonment. Yeah, it's like this person or these people, they want you to chase after them for their approval in a way. It's almost like they want to manipulate you into making you feel like you have to do what they say in order to be good enough. And if you don't do it the way that they want you to do it, then they'll get angry and they'll ridicule you, humiliate you, degrade you, make you feel like this isn't good enough, this isn't what we wanted from you, you know, do it again. Something like that. Okay, what else? This has to do with a main male. And an adjudication. This could be a lawyer, or being judged, or this is someone trying to judge you, or they're acting like they're your judge, or they're acting like they're your superior, or they can judge you, they can put you in your place, they can tell you what to do. What does this person want from Sagittarius? Like, what do they actually want? It's about a fight here that you're having. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're having a fight with this person right now. It kind of feels like you're in a conflict with them. Okay, this feels like an argument. And this person is being nasty. Like, they don't care. They're uncaring, inconsiderate, emotionally manipulative. Emotionally abusive even, okay? They don't have empathy. This might have to do with your job, your business, okay? Your career. And something about what you're holding inside of you, okay? I feel like this is like your soul, your innocence in your soul, the moon, your deep emotions. This has something to do with you wanting, it feels like you, in the past, you wanted this person's approval. Like you wanted them to value you, or you wanted them to approve of you or tell you that you're doing a good job in some sort of way. Like this kind of looks like someone that wants love. Like you want to, like you have a pure heart and you want to do a good job. You want to prove yourself to this person because it means a lot to you to get their appreciation, or it meant a lot to you to get their recognition, or for them to be proud of you, or for them to say that, you know, you're valuable in some sort of way. It really feels like you wanted to feel valuable. And like this person sees your worth. But there's something here, a fight that you're in right now with this person where you're realizing like they're very harsh towards you, they're very degrading. And I feel like this is hurting you because all you wanted was for this person to see your value. That's what this feels like. Or it's giving me that switch. It's like the switch of a narcissist when they do kind of give you that feeling that they value you, or that you are an asset to them in some sort of way, and then you get on their bad side, and like that they switch on you and make you feel horrible about yourself, or like you know, they degrade you, humiliate you, they get down on you, they criticize you. And it's like that feeling of like, well, how can you forget everything that I've done for you up until this point? Or why are you speaking like I didn't do this for you and I didn't help you with that? Like, did that not mean anything to you, right? It's like the realization that it never really meant anything to them. Like they never really saw your value. It was just that you were doing what they wanted you to do. Okay. All right, tell me more about this fight here with this King of Pentacles. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this person, like you could be confused right now, okay? Confused. Feeling like your hands are tied, or feeling stuck, like you can't really see, like you don't understand something. When it comes to this fight with this King of Pentacles that you're in right now, the Two of Swords. Yeah, there's something here that you just like, you didn't see clearly. Like you couldn't see it, or this is what no, it really feels like they put you in this. They put you in this emotion of being confused, not really being able to see clearly, not seeing them clearly, feeling trapped, feeling like your hands are tied, feeling like you can't do anything else, like you have to do what they say, you can't do it any other way, you have to follow their command, okay? When it comes to this Ten of Pentacles, tell me more about that. Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. A date, meeting someone new, planning, setting a date. A date, meeting someone new. Photographs in reverse. What does that mean? What does that mean? Losing stability, losing your stability, losing what you've built, moving out. Moving out. The Nine of Swords, stressed out and worried about having to give to someone or what someone is expecting of you. The Four of Swords, somebody is, I feel like it's you. I feel like you're stressed out and worried about what someone is expecting of you. And it's like they're expecting you also to just stay quiet. Like, do what I tell you to do and just shut up and be quiet. Okay, tell me more about Sagittarius. The Ace of Cups. The Devil. But you feel like, it's like there's something here about you feeling like you're serving the devil. Like you're literally giving your cup of love and your cup of innocence and your innocent soul. It feels like serving the devil, like you're giving it to the devil. I feel like you, at the core of it, you're a helpful person. You want to help someone. You want to do a good job. You wanted to be a part of this, but like there's something here about you feeling like you're serving the devil. Something doesn't feel balanced for you. Something doesn't feel aligned. You're Temperance, you're Sagittarius energy, and you feel like you're in the reverse, like something doesn't feel right to you, and this person is angry with you. It's like you feel like they're going to come after you if you say no. So whoever this is, it's giving me a boss or an older figure in your life. They want you to do something. They want you to shut up about it. You feel like this is wrong. You feel like you're serving the devil in some sort of way. But also at the same time, you feel like if you say no, they're going to get angry with you. And they're very demeaning, very cruel. They want to humiliate you. They want to ruin your reputation. This is kind of like, threatening, like, I'm going to make sure you never work again. Or I'm going to make sure that you never, I'm going to put you on the blacklist or something like that. That's what this feels like. The Three of Cups, yeah, with other people. Or it's like they're going to cast you out of the community. They're going to cast you out of the circle. They're going to... Or maybe you feel like this person has a lot of influence. I don't know. Tricky. So you see something here that's unjust. You see something that is not fair. It's corrupt and unjust. The High Priestess in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles. This has to do with receiving something, giving something. The Two of Wands, a choice. What do you mean, a choice? What is that? High Priestess reverse. Lovers. A choice to move forward with lovers, or something here is corrupt, it's illegal, it's unjust. When it comes to lovers, yeah, it's a message of concern. So I feel like that's for you. Like you're getting a message of concern that something here moving forward with the lovers is unjust, unfair. Okay, so the Ten of Wands, the lovers in reverse. A breakup. A betrayal, a painful betrayal. The High Priestess. I feel like your intuition is telling you that whatever someone is doing, whatever they're doing here, it's immoral, it's unjust, it's not fair, it's illegal, it's corrupt, and they're only doing it to avoid a catastrophe in their own life. It's like they don't want to have a downfall. That's why they're doing this. They're only doing this so that they can avoid their own downfall. They can avoid their own catastrophe, their own devastation here. Yeah, it's like, you know the truth. Like, whoever you are, you know the truth about this person, this Emperor in the reverse, that this person is cruel, they're selfish, self-centered, egocentric, they only care about themselves, they're abusive, they're a bad boss, a bad leader, a bad person, if I should say, okay? So what's stopping Sagittarius from taking action here? Reputation. Reputation. So it could have something to do with how you're seen by others, or what are others going to think of you? What are others going to say about you? Yeah, it's making me feel like you're worried about, like, is this person going to ruin your career? Are they going to ruin your life? Are they going to talk badly about you? Are they going to ruin your reputation or your success? Like everything you've built up until this point, okay? Like your success. Yeah, but what you see here is corruption. Like, the thing is though, when there's corruption going on, you're never going to have real success. You're going to be trapped in this Five of Pentacles of lack, of barren, of desert. There's nothing there. There's nothing that can grow because it's corrupt. It's been corrupted, right? It's like wanting, like, let's take the example of a desert, right? Or barren land. So you want success on barren land, which would look like things growing there, right? Like vegetables and things like that growing. But that's only going to grow in the right circumstances. If something has been corrupted, that means that there's something that's poisoning the ground. There's something in the soil or in the water that's corroding the environment. It's a corroding, destructive, barren energy. So you can't have success and abundance in a corrupt place, or something that's corroding or decaying from the inside out, right? You're never really going to have true success when there's corruption and decay. You know, I feel like there's a lot of like examples of this, okay, you know, in history where people were worried about, you know, opposing someone or speaking out about something or going against the grain. But if you want to be victorious and celebrated and have a reputation and you want to be, you know, acknowledged and praised, you're not really ever going to get that if you stay with something that's corrupt. Right? It's like let's go back to my example from my first reading today, okay? You are a great chemist. You're amazing at your job. But you are putting deadly chemicals in the hair product. And you know that at some point, people are going to start figuring out what you're doing or what the company is doing. But maybe you don't want to be the one to speak out and be smeared and everybody comes against you and you have to walk away from your job and your career and all that. That's fair, okay? That's understandable. That's a big step. But when the company gets found out and the corruption gets discovered and you're also still in this company, you have to realize that you as the chemist are also going to be looked at kind of weird. Like, why would you do this to people? You know what I mean? Like, how do you define success? Like, how do you define your reputation or success or being successful? Who are you trying to make proud right now? Are you trying to make this Emperor in the reverse proud? But what about you? Are you making yourself proud? I feel like the dilemma right now that you're facing is like you don't feel proud about this. You don't feel like whatever stamp you're putting on something, you don't feel necessarily right about this. But you're doing it because it kind of feels like you want to make someone else proud of you. So, how are you defining your own success? Or how are you defining what makes you successful or what makes you, you know, celebrated or appreciated by others? I feel like, honestly, looking at history, people tend to praise and celebrate those more that actually speak out and speak up and say something and walk away from injustice. Those people tend to be celebrated and praised more than the people that stay silent and just look away. Maybe not immediately. It could be that you get a fucking shitstorm, all right? And they try to take you down, they try to ruin your career, and they try to make you, you know, they want to make you feel bad, and it could be. But in the long run, don't you want to be proud of yourself? At the end of it all, don't you want to be proud of yourself and what you stand for? Because right now it kind of feels like you might be pushing down your own values so that someone else is proud of you for selling yourself out. Do you feel proud? Like, I'm trying to say this in a way where it doesn't sound so harsh, but don't you want to be proud of yourself for saying, no, I'm not going to do that. You can't make me do something that I feel like is wrong. right? I don't know. Let's see, what is this? Something's being blocked here. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, because you want to know when something is blocked, when you do what makes you proud of yourself, when you go towards what makes you feel good about yourself. All right, that's what this is about. You have to do what makes you feel good, what makes you feel like you're doing the right thing, what makes you feel fulfilled. And sometimes that means going against the grain. Doing something that, you know, it's like everybody else around you is doing something except for you. You're like, I'm not doing that because I don't feel good doing that. So I'm not going to do it. Okay? Because it feels like every time you do something that other people want you to do and you don't really want to do, you feel stupid while you're doing it. Right? Or you feel kind of like you're just doing it so that other people don't look at you a certain way or don't ask you why you're not joining along, right? But I don't know, something about that. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you might feel like you're a beginner or you're younger than someone, or you have to like, this is even making me feel like you had plans for your career and you want to climb the career ladder. And you feel like the only way you can climb this career ladder is by bowing down to this Emperor in the reverse. So that's how they hook you. That's how the devil hooks you. That is literally how they do it. It's, I can make you a star, I can make you successful, but you have to do what I tell you to do. That's how it works. The Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah. I feel like you don't want to feel this way. Like it's something about being happy with what you have and being happy with where you are. And it's like, okay, so maybe you won't ever reach that level. Maybe you won't ever climb that ladder to the top. Maybe you won't ever be the boss. Okay. But at least you can say that you have your soul. Like at least you can say you never sold yourself out. At least you can say you did everything in good faith and you did everything from the heart and you never did something that you felt like was wrong. Because a lot of people at the top cannot say that about themselves. And that's the truth. A lot of people that have big money, big success, big careers, big lives, they cannot say that they got that way or they got all the way there without having to sell themselves out or having to step over other people or having to, you know, forget that morals. They can't say that. That's the way that this world works. You know, people very, very seldom get all the way to the top just by doing a good job and being a good person. That's the unfortunate truth. Okay, what is this about in the past? Some sort of lies. The King of Cups, Two of Wands in reverse. Blocking a path, making a bad choice. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Someone being angry. I feel like in the past, or I don't know when this happened, somebody being nasty, being angry, being forceful, trying to block you. The Page of Cups in reverse. Being petty, being childish, being immature, being spiteful, petty, okay? The Ten of Pentacles. What is this about? Ending something. Growth, change, liberation, transition. Ending something for a new beginning. I feel like this is about you wanting to end something, okay? Wanting a new beginning in something here. Yeah, you don't want to take a chance. You don't want to take a risk. You don't want to gamble something. You don't want to play a game. You don't want to play someone's game anymore. Okay. Needing time, taking time in time cycles. You could have been doing something for a long time, or something has just been accumulating for a long time. Or you feel like you've been playing a game long enough, all right? All right, anything else for Sagittarius? Yeah, it's time to end something. I feel like you know it. Like, it could be your career, what you do for work. Like, I feel like there's something in your soul that is like, it's time to end this. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't feel like doing this anymore. Like, this doesn't feel right to me. Okay. But you're concerned. I feel like, so you might be concerned about what's going to happen after you do this, after you make this choice. Okay, so let's ask. Let's see what's in the cards for you, Sagittarius. What's going to happen if Sagittarius decides to go against the grain? Okay. The World in reverse. So right now something doesn't feel completed. Right now it's not finished. The cycle's not over. The chapter's not over. And this has to do with a relationship strength. This has a lot to do with you figuring out your own strength, okay? And that you do have a voice, and that nobody can make you feel like they're above you or they're controlling you. Like, this is, I mean, obviously in a workplace you have rules and you have people above you that you have to answer to and all that stuff. But this is more about this like oppression, okay? And somebody trying to make you feel weak, okay? Like you don't have a say in something. The Five of Cups, yeah, and it's making you sad. It's making you sad. This relationship dynamic, this partnership that you're in, this connection with this person is making you sad. Because of the way that you're seen by others, or you want this person's approval, or it has to do with your reputation. I feel like you're worried about what people are going to say, what people are going to think. Why? Why are you so worried about that? Because of equal give and take, giving and receiving. The Six of Cups, because of the past, because of what you gave to, or what you gave into. I mean, the Five of Cups can also speak of shame. Like, I don't know if you're feeling ashamed because you were giving to this person this whole time and you were helping them and you were doing things for them that were questionable, or you were ignoring your morals. It kind of feels like maybe you're ashamed of like, what are people going to think of me? That I did help this situation, or I did work with this person, or I did, you know, but So it kind of feels like maybe you're contemplating, like, should I just ride the wave out? You know, I've already done so much bad things. Maybe I'll just ride the wave to the end. Because, you know, I don't know if you're having a hard time having to admit that you might have had a hand in something. Is that what this is? Justice. Yeah, look. The reason why this is coming up for you like this is because your soul wants justice. Your soul at its core is a just soul, okay? You see that something is wrong. You see that this doesn't feel right to you. You know that you don't want to do this. You feel like you're maybe even being forced to do things that go against your own morals, but it's kind of like, it's really giving me like a job situation where you feel like you kind of have to in order to climb the ladder. Like, but you have to understand, this feeling is now sitting inside of you and it's not going to go away. It's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And I feel like at this point, the only thing you have a choice that you have to make, because either you completely turn off your conscience, okay, and just become a soulless, empty person that does not care about injustice, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to ignore this long term, okay? Or you have to listen to that feeling that's coming up and address it. And if you're worried about other people, what other people are going to say about you, what other people are going to think about you, I feel like the only thing that people are going to talk about is the fact that you came forward and you said something, right? That's going to show more character than what might have happened, what you might have contributed to, or who you were working for, or who you were working with. Your strength, the way that people are going to see you, is that you were strong enough to speak up. If you're worried about what people are going to think and say, I feel like that's what people are going to think and say. Okay. That it took a lot of bravery. What you did took a lot of bravery. All right. Okay, any advice here for Sagittarius? The Queen of Wands. This is you? I feel like you're the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Maybe, so either there's something that you don't want to do, or you're scared of taking some sort of action, okay? You're not sure about taking some sort of action here. Yeah, your job, work, the Two Wands in reverse. No, there's something coming up for you with your job that you don't want to do it. You don't want to do this. You don't want to make this choice. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart right now. You really need to listen to your heart, okay? Because you have a big heart, right? Or else your heart wouldn't be doing this here. Yeah, you could be thinking about right now, what you're going to do in the future, or what your future is going to look like. Yeah, it's like, okay, so if I do this, like if I say no, then what happens afterwards? That's the thing. That's the thing about your path, is that everything is a choice. So your destiny and your fate is based off of your own choices. So right now, you're still in a situation where you haven't made a choice yet. You haven't made a move yet. So for right now, with your future, there's nothing to say, because your future and your fate won't really unfold until you make the choice. it's a free will choice that you have to make. Okay. But I feel like the path that you're on right now, that is not your destiny, okay? This is a path of bad karma, bad fortune, bad luck. I feel like the path that you're on right now is not the path that you're supposed to be on. And that does not look good for you. I mean, this does not look like good karma at all. This is the bottom of the wheel. This is not fate. This is not your destiny. This is bad luck. The Two of Cups. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak and pain. Okay, so look. I feel like you want to know what's going to happen if you either say no, you walk away, you whistle blow, whatever this is. I feel like you want to know what's going to happen afterwards. I can't see that until you actually do it. Because right now, it's a choice. It's like you have to choose first, right? What I can tell you, though, is that if the trajectory that you're on right now, which is corruption, which is something illegal, corrupt, it doesn't feel good, it goes against your morals and against your values. If you stay in this path, it's heartbreak. Okay, it's heartbreak. It's heartbreak and it's bad luck, bad fortune, bad karma. Okay, so yeah, staying with this corruption is a definite no. It's heartbreak and despair and bad karma and bad luck and bad fortune. It's not your destiny to stay with this. Okay. Yeah, Spirit's like, jump. It's time to jump. It's time to jump into your new beginning. Okay, take the risk. Take the leap of faith. But this also is about having faith and having trust. And that's a scary thing about making big choices in life is that usually Spirit and God and divine is not going to tell you if you haven't done it yet, like, oh, do this and everything's going to change. From my experience as a reader, it doesn't work that way. Spirit will only start to then show you how your life unfolds based off of the choices that you make, right? So jumping into a new beginning has a lot to do with trust, blind trust. You don't know what's going to happen, but you have to trust in the divine. You have to trust in your guardian angel. You have to trust in your ancestors that there's a reason why they are making you feel this way about where you are right now, and they're making you feel like where you are is not where you're supposed to be. And they can't tell you everything, because first you need to trust that this is the right thing and take that leap of faith, and they're going to catch you. They're going to catch you because what you're doing is you're following your heart. And what you're doing is following what's right and doing the right thing, okay? And believing in justice. And from my experience, that's always the best choice to make, okay? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is abundance, success, independence, money. You're going to get all of that. So look, you're jumping straight into actual success, actual abundance, but independence as well, okay? This has to do with a King of Cups in reverse, a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, wherever you are right now, this is corrupt. Like, this is not going to grow. This is not going to go anywhere. You're not going to get anything from this. You're not. This partnership is actually just going to end in bad luck, bad fortune, bad karma, and heartbreak. I could see that much, okay? Yeah, where you are right now is barren. All right, there's nothing there. Where you are right now, it feels barren. Okay. Yeah, you can take this. You can take this action. You can take this action. This is a new beginning, okay? The Four of Swords. The Nine of Wands, yeah, wounded warrior, okay? Don't give up. Don't stop fighting. This is for you. This is for your protection. This is for you and your independence. Don't ever give up. You're strong enough for this. You're resilient enough for this. You can definitely do this, okay? The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, bad memories of the past. Like, don't keep giving to something, or don't keep giving to someone where you're already regretting how much you gave to them, okay? Or what you gave to them, or how you helped them. Like, if you're already regretting that, then you shouldn't keep doing it. You know? All right, so I'm going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. This was a long reading for you. Okay, I hope that this helps. And yeah, depending on the choice that you end up making, we'll see maybe in your next reading what the future holds, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.